Hi everyone, this is Marie Blue Angel, and I am back with Love Limit. Last time we kind of, ended on not a cliffhanger per se, but I definitely was kind of wondering what was going to happen next, and I need to turn down the music like that, so hopefully it's okay now. But let me just load in and I'll explain a little bit more about what's happening. Okay, so last time Aaron had to go to Egan's ship because we did not fulfill or an aspect of the dual contract, which was to go on a date with Egan, and so these handsome alien guards have retrieved us, and now we are on this ship. So let's just take it from here. The inside of the mothership is concerningly clean and sterile, and everything around me glows and hums. Handsome alien A and B stand guard beside me, showing no signs of leaving. I guess they don't trust me not to bolt again, which, as ill-advised as it would be, is absolutely something I do. I'm terrified out of my mind, but I'm quite immaculate at masking it, all things considered. I have all those years in customer service to thank for. Thank for that. Oh, hello, Egen. You've done your hair different, with your glasses on top like that. How nice. A space door slides open, and an alien wearing similar clothing to Egen comes through. Are you not Egen? You're just a glasses wearer alien. There you are. Actually, I don't remember one way. I'm just gonna make them all sound like Egen. There you are, contract violator. He dismisses the aliens that escorted me with a wave of his palm. I trust they filled you in on why you are here. Yes, sir. Oh yeah, our name is still technically Blue. Whatever. Good, then I'll skip the formalities. You have violated Ornthonian dual law, but we're offering you a chance at reparations. I get it. Where's Egen? I'll apologize and then take him out on our date. Though, to be fair, he was insanely late first. I'll stop you right there, since you've clearly misunderstood the gravity of what you've done. My prince fulfilled all his contractual obligations to you, every last one. One date is not enough to remedy that. Do I have to pay money or something? You think your measly Earthian currency would suffice for the transgressions you committed? He stares at me like I've insulted his mother. Wait, does he have a mother? How do alien families work? A single paltry handful of hours is but a scrap of paper in a blazing bonfire compared to what you owe now. This humiliation will not stand. You must increase the amends by 3 times that of the original investment. So 3 dates instead of 1. Correct. What? Why did he have such grandiose build-up for something he could have answered in 1 sentence? The alien unfolds a scroll. The term violator henceforth shall validate these terms with the infringed upon party. If you select any of Ornthonians other than the harmed party, you will render the aforementioned duel. Oh, if you harm. If you select any other choose someone else, okay. You will render the aforementioned dual terms void, and recompense shall be the entirety of your Earthian planet. Pardon, could you repeat that? The term violator henceforth shall validate these. No, just the last part. Recompense shall be the entirety of your Earthian planet. But I saved the world yesterday. So you did, until you left that cafe. Oh, that's how they get you, with the bloody fine print. Failure to honor all 3 dates within 1 Earthian week will render the aforementioned dual terms void, and recompense shall be the entirety of your Earthian planet. Failure to reconcile faithfully with appropriate attitude during each date will render the aforementioned dual terms void. Recompense shall be the entirety of your Earthian planet. Any attempt to terminate this contract will render the aforementioned dual terms void, and recompense shall be the entirety of your Earthian planet. The scoring of your efforts will be observed each evening by 2 other chief Ornthonians. I can already see it. The internet might be dunking on Egen now, but they'll be ripping me apart later. My total failure to save the world will extinguish any chance I had at descendants, and that's if the aliens don't take me out first. If you understand, then sign here, here, and here. I signed the document. 3 dates is a cheap price to pay to save the universe. The alien rolls the document back up with a jerk of his wrist. I'm pleased that you understand your situation. Okay. but displeased you ask so few questions. I have few other choices, and my heart may give out if I have to hear that Earth is the price to pay for my failure again. Not true. You could forsake the entirety of your Earthian planet. At this point, I'm convinced this guy enjoys saying that. Where's Egen? Preoccupied. He will seek you out once he is informed. And who is the chief of Thornians that will be observing us? Nabo and myself. I suggest you consider carefully how you'll offer your reparations starting now. And your name is? Andel. And what does the scoring entail? The harmed party will and must score each of the days they spend with you out of 100. Why do these dates sound like glorified job interviews? You may only leave the ship once you've hit the green button affirming you once again agreed to the terms I've laid out to you, and that you understand them. The alien gestures behind me, and a switch with 2 buttons rises out of the floor. One is red, and the other is green. Once you've hit the green button, I'll remove your imprisonments. I suppose he's talking about my handcuffs. They're seriously heavy. I'd rather have them removed sooner as opposed to later. So, I approach the podium with the buttons. I can't imagine Egen will score me well considering the bad blood between us after yesterday. However, there's nothing I can do about that now. I cast a longing glance at the red button, however. I'd rather not doom the world and I understand everything Andel's said. I'm just curious. Can I press the button? We're gonna press the button. I'm gonna press the red one. Unfortunately for Andel, I was born a curious gremlin. Ooh. That is unfortunate. I want to know what he'll say now that I pressed the red button. As you don't understand, I'll explain everything again from the beginning. You have violated Orthonian duel law, which mandates all parties involved in a duel must fulfill all terms previously agreed to. Oh, I did this to tease him, but he's actually explaining it again. Agreed up, Lynn, who serves as your proxy and your guarantor, agreed to a duel which you decided the terms of, and our Prince had to fulfill. Following that duel, you two were supposed to have an amicable date at the coffee shop. One more sip. The moment you showed up at the date location at the specified time, you agreed to the terms whether you were informed of them or not. Ignorance is not an excuse on Orthon. We take our promises seriously and our duels even more so. The punishment for the party who fails to uphold their terms is typically altering their matter into something beneficial to Orthon. However, you were spared that fate by His Highness. Instead, you must make amends in the form of 3 dates, all of which will be honored with a jovial attitude before an entire Earthian week passes. If you fail to do that in any capacity and bring any further harm to what paltry dignity our prince has left, we'll seize Earth as compensation. If you understand now, kindly hit the green button. Okay, sure, I'll hit the green button. I smacked the green button on the podium. See, the second time around made a lot more sense to me than, the first time. I've sated my curiosity. The air around my wrists heats up, then my handcuffs clunk to the floor. Return home. If we cannot locate you within the hour, you will render the aforementioned dual terms void. Recompense shall be the entirety of your Earthian planet. Thanks, Sandel. I'll do that. The spaceship doors open, and a wide ramp allows me to walk down into the city center. However, unlike my convoy to the mothership, there's a mob of people below. Oh, and contract violator. Yes. Best of luck to you, as you Earthians are fond of saying. You'll need it this time. Okay. The ramp transforms beneath my feet when the door closes. I slide down to the asphalt, scuffing my jeans on the pavement in the process. Ouch! Hey! Jerk! Bandel's already out of earshot. The massive crowd is full of people taking photos, dining, and chatting. There are news vans and protesters alike. It's a haunting amount of people. There she is! She finally came out! Every last person in the mob focuses on me. Miss, please tell us how it was inside the mothership. I'm sorry, I don't have time to chat. I need to head home. We only need a second. Did you get probed? People crowd me and push in so close I can hardly breathe without getting a mouthful of microphone foam or an eye full of flash glare. How long have you been in contact with these aliens? I don't want to talk to you people. I don't want to talk to you people. Let me pass. Does this invasion have any connection to Area 51? When are you leaving Earth? How many inhabitable space colonies are in our solar system? Did they tell you? Please, let me through. Just one question. I don't want to answer any questions, and I have something time-sensitive to do. Please move. For the sake of humankind, you ought to answer, young lady. I'm blinded by the amount of photos people take of me. Who even uses flash photography in this day and age? Ugh, hey, stop. But the cameras keep flashing. Nausea shoots through me as though I just played a game with terrible first-person camera physics. Ooh, absolutely. I hate when I get nauseous because of that. Never in my life have I wished Lynn was with me as much as I do now. Oh, Egen! Hi, boo. That's enough. Egen drapes fabric over me, cutting me off from the crowd. He rests a hand on my back and guides me forward. I hold on to his arm to steady myself. Oh, that was nice. A line of his soldiers have parted the crowd. Though an eerie hush has fallen over them, there's finally enough room for me to walk and breathe. Supreme Leader, your route is cleared. Thank you, but I'm not the primary concern. Blue, are you okay? No, I feel sick, and I can barely see thanks to all the flash photography. My grip on his arm tightens. I just want to go home. Let me assist. I'm so sorry, I don't remember the voice I used for Egen. It's been like a week since I played. About 20 minutes later, we ease through my front door. He sets me down gently in the living room. I like the yellow. Hey, water, now. Yes, Supreme Leader. There's a tall glass of water between my palms a moment later. I drink some. It soothes my strained throat. I'm so happy to be home, but a whole news van convoy is outside, filled with people intent on invading my privacy. Lynn was right. This publicity won't go away in a day. Do you feel better? Marginally. I shall accept that as an improvement, no matter how slight. Why did you leave the mothership alone? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? Andel dumped me outside like I was garbage. He told me to hurry home so I could meet you. You have my sincerest apologies. This will not happen again. But me getting mobbed by that crowd will. I open my mouth again, but hold my tongue after seeing Egan's troubled expression. I'm allowed to be angry, but what's the point in yelling at him specifically? According to his customs, he didn't do anything wrong following my win yesterday. And the excitement he had about meeting me was genuine. The fact that he's an alien from another planet can't be helped. I realized then how quiet it is, and that Egan's waiting patiently for me to finish. I have nothing else to say, so don't look at me like that. You seem like you had many grievances to divulge. I did, but forget it. Then, as I may only assume, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm trying to do a deeper voice, but this is the voice I settle on with this video, so so sorry. I like Egen though. Was I doing a more low-pitched voice before? I apologize again, Blue. I understand Earthians were a curious bunch, but I didn't expect them to be so rude. In the interest of disrupting your life the least while fulfilling our contract, I'll do something about this. How? Not even celebrities can manage that, thanks to gossip magazines and overzealous fans. Or zealous, rather. I have given you my word, so please, trust it. He has such unwavering promise in his eyes that I nod my head before I've thought about it any more. Besides, it'll be difficult to court you if we can't have any time alone together. I will return at the promised time. Blush, blush. Okay, cutie. Bye. I glance at the clock. There's still another half an hour before I'm supposed to officially meet Egen. What exactly does he plan to do in that time? What exactly do you plan to... But he's gone. Air remains where he once stood. It won't be easy to solve the issue with the press. Egen won't be late, right? Though I suppose if he is this time around, it'd be a shortcut to me saving the universe. Guess I should shower. After all, I only had enough time to brush my teeth and make coffee before I was dragged out of the house. That very cup is still sitting on the coffee table. Where's Lynn? At work? Mm-hmm. I'm, I'm, okay. I clicked and I was waiting for a little bit. 26 minutes later, I feel more presentable than cute. It'll have to do. Egen will be here in a few minutes. Concerningly, I haven't seen Lynn since I returned. Lynn, are you home? I send her a text when there's no reply. The front door opens. I gasp seeing my sister. She's red-faced and teary. Lynn, what happened to you? What should I do? I may have to give them back. What? Look, before that, close the door. The news vans are... Gone. All of them. The block is completely cleared. Wow, he really got rid of them all. Yes, he did. Isn't it horrible? Huh? My sister flails her arms. I worked so hard to corral everyone who's anyone outside her door, but Egen ruined everything. Wait, you called those privacy violators? Of course. How am I supposed to monetize this if no one can see you? Lynn, please, I can't. Damn it, Lynn. Have you a clue how hard it was to get home? They practically trampled me. I'd love to get trampled. Anyone who's anybody gets trampled. Hey, do you hear yourself? To you? My stream ended abruptly. I think Egen jammed the network. I can't get back all the Uber chats I got, and I promised my viewers an exclusive. My sister seizes my shoulders and starts patting down my clothes. What? Stop! What are you doing? Finding a spot for the body cam. Lynn, I think you're actually crazy. What's crazy is letting this opportunity slip after how hard I worked. Can I live a day in this house without you hustling everyone you meet for $1? Have some integrity. Integrity keeps you poor. Put on the cam. She practically tears my clothes open, but I nearly tear her hair out. Hands off! Ouch! Ow! Cooperate, damn it! What kind of sister are you? Not one you can walk all over, that's for sure. We're fighting. The doorbell rings. Lynn and I freeze in the middle of our fight. I put 2 fingers up her nose to fend her off, and she's got a death grip on my wrist and ear. A familiar humming gently reverberates through our home from outside. Blue. My sister pats me down, steps back, and is the picture of excellence as she skips over to the entryway. She tugs the door open. Brother-in-law, come in. Oh, you shameless. Sister-in-law, it's good to see you. Egan's equally as shameless. He said that without missing a single beat. He eases the door closed behind him and offers my sister a luxuriously wrapped package as big as her head. I heard it's Earthian custom to bring a gift for one's host. Oh my gosh, you didn't have to, but thank you. While she's tearing open the package with noises so shamefully gleeful I worry her mother's preparing a slipper to throw from across the country, Egen crosses to me. I'm punctual this time. Huh? Ah, yes, you are. Great job. Shall we head out? He gives me a once-over. You look beautifully combat ready. Oh, thanks. You too? Those pants are an excellent choice. You like them? Exceedingly. You'll have enviable mobility. Mobility for what? She's screaming. We can't scream right now. She saw something. My sister's excited screech distracts me. Egan's men fill our entire foyer with presents, clothing, and baskets of goods, and more keep coming. I need floor space to live here. Shush. Shush. Shush, 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 shush. My sister gives me a glare that all the demons in hell would tremble seeing. Brother-in-law, are all these for us too? They are. It's the least I can do considering you're hosting us. Wait, what? Who's hosting who? The mothership was parked at your city center until they gave me this. Egen places a yellow ticket on my palm. It's from the OS Police Department. Pretty ballsy of the police to ticket an alien prince, like actually. Your mothership was blocking a flight path and they threatened to fine you if you didn't move? Yes, so I've relocated to the airspace above your home at present. I suppose that's why he's laying it on thick with gifts. Considering he helped me out earlier, I'll let his spaceship be. Shall we commence with our date? Yes, let's go. I stride towards the door and Egen follows. We have to climb over the mound of gifts to make it outside the front door. Anytime I struggle with a particularly precarious bit, Egen offers me a hand and helps me. Should we assist Lynn with getting all this inside before we go? And deny her the chance to roleplay a dragon with an impressive horde? I think not. I've never heard those words in that order. What do you mean? You know, dragons and hordes of gold. Egen shakes his head. Oh, he doesn't know. Interesting, but dating him should be my primary focus. I mean, you could talk about that. That's a thing. Good conversation. Peace, I would think. Egen and I make it downtown undisturbed. Most people give us a curious passing glance, but that's it. I don't know what he did or how, but I'm thankful. Maybe now I can enjoy the day. There's no rule stating I must be miserable while trying to save the world. Considering it's our first day, a classic date would be best. My plan is to start simple and gradually work my way up, adding interest and fun to our dates as we go. Today, I planned a simple picnic in the park with him. You had time to plan? I literally be like, I have no idea what's gonna go on. Like, it'd just be like super spontaneous. Here's the plan. I guess we had enough shower time to figure that out. We're going to buy ingredients from the supermarket, create the food for our picnic, and then enjoy it together in the park. What's a picnic? It's a type of outing where you pack food you make to eat outdoors, implying that most of your Earthian meals are eaten indoors. It is a meal outside such a rare specialty. I guess it is. I've never thought about it deeply before. If it's such a rarity, what are they doing? Egen points at passers-by devouring a taco while he chats into an earpiece. Is that not a picnic? No, that's someone walking and eating. He's probably working. He points at a young woman on a bench finishing a crepe. Then that's a picnic. Nope, she bought that at the stall next to her. He points to the third person, absolutely demolishing a bento box with rolls, onigiri, and some type of salad. That sounds really good. What about that picnic? Egen, us having the picnic would tell you more about it than trying to decipher what it is from various strangers. Oh, confounding. I'll patiently await answers on this picnic. I laugh a little despite my situation. Now that I'm meaningfully spending time with him, this is kind of nice. Looks like he isn't holding a grudge about yesterday either. Come, we'll buy ingredients first. Think about what you'd like to eat while we shop. Ooh, grocery store. I grab a cart and pilot it around the market, scooping up ingredients as I go. What a peculiar instrument. Egen stares pointedly at our shopping cart. A container used to hold other containers of varying shapes and viscosities. Why are there holes in it? Then consider it now. If its purpose is to hold things, why not make it solid all throughout? Probably because it's cheaper, and also so you can see what's inside. Can you simply not stare into the cart? Not every human is tall enough for that. Egen gasps. Where are these fabled little Earthians? I must take one back to Ornthon. You can't take one. Unless you want a very startling title from the police, I don't think you can. And what moniker is that? Egen, we're here to shop, remember? Here. I tear my grocery list in half. If you would kindly fetch the rest of... A duel, at last. I prepared myself for this moment. Huh? Oh, wait. He slaps the list I gave him against the alien wristwatch instrument on his arm. A shower of particles shoots out from the screen, and all the ingredients I had left to buy cycle through as holograms. You're finally challenging me. I'll fetch everything on this list. Count on me to complete this quest before you. Hey, hold on, I wasn't... He races again away into the store without hearing another word. Frankly, I don't trust him to return with everything we need. Hell, I didn't get to ask him what he wanted to eat at our picnic. I'd hoped to bring that up naturally while shopping. He's enthusiastic. Maybe having duels is a good sign for good date. At least for Ornthonian standards. He seemed pretty enthusiastic, so that's a nice little sign, I think. In the end, I pick up all the ingredients I need without seeing Egen again a single time. Which is why it's especially surprising when I finally spot him waiting by the entrance, bags in hand. Blue, I bested you. Have you? This wasn't a competition. Of course it was. It wasn't. We're dating each other today, remember? Yes, hence why we're dueling. Oh, all courtship on Orthon is like this. A receipt materializes on his wristwatch and 3D prints in real time. When it's finished, he passes the paper to me. Behold, my prowess of Earthian culture. He actually found all the ingredients I asked for, and seems like it was done 7 minutes after we separated. He spent a whopping $89.78. That's a lot. That's whatever. Whatever, you can afford it. It's staggering price considering I told him to fetch diced chicken, celery, red onion, butterhead lettuce, and bread. How much did you buy? Oh, I picked all this up too. Look. I pass him my receipt. Impossible. How come your bill is only $34.82? We collected the same items. I shop here all the time and use their coupons. Nobody can pay those inflated prices without them. He's so shocked. He's like, like, my God, so much money. They blew up my prices and that's how I lost? That's not all. You know what? Sure, it was the corporations. Blast, I've been bested once again. He looks so disappointed. I think it also helps that the butcher here likes me. He always sets aside the best discounted meat for me. Ugh, I cannot defy him, as I too would have given you a deal on my meat. Okay. Don't laugh like I am, Blue. Whatever you do, don't laugh. He's very serious about that in a completely innocent way. Absolutely. If you're done, shall we head back to my house? I thought we were gonna get a picnic. Yes, and I'll race you, and this time I'll win. Again, it's not a competition. We can go together. Yeah. He's running. He hefts his bags high and sprints out the door. We walked here together, but I suppose I'll be alone on my way back. I didn't intend to battle him, but if he's going to jump at every opportunity, I may as well humor him. I mean, it's Orthonian culture. I can't deny that, although he's not really listening that it's not Earthian culture, but I guess our judges might have something to say about that. Anyways, I make it home and set my bags down in the foyer to rest my arms. Egan's nowhere to be seen. His spaceship is parked above our house, so I doubt he's lost, but then again, where is he? Actually, I don't see him or any of the presents he gave us. Did Lynn pack up everything already? After setting the bags on the coffee table, I hunt for Egen and my sister. I open the front door and step outside onto the street. I like the houses. I hear labored panting up the block to my right. Egan's carrying his groceries, but he's sweating profusely. Based on the gestures of the guards surrounding him, they're begging him to relinquish the bags, but he keeps refusing. He stiffens when he sees me. Yvonne again. He bounds over. How? I took our exact route back and didn't see you pass me. I point to the bus dropping people off across the street. Transit is how. Vehicles are allowed? I ran for as long as I could. Egan's arms go limp. Supreme Leader, I tried to tell you. Enough. I wish to head inside. This planet's sweltering sun and heat mixed with the persistent weight of this substance is unbearable. Fair. I too struggle a little bit with my groceries. No matter the weather. He slinks inside and places his grocery bags near my sofa. He flops onto the couch and sinks back into it. And he's still breathing hard, so I pass him some water. Thank you. Egan's guard materializes beside me, sprinkles the powder into Egan's water, and then vanishes. After a stir, Egen sips at it. I wonder what that powder was. When you're ready, we'll start on the food for our picnic in the kitchen. He nods and sits up. He's barely caught his breath, so I squeeze his shoulder and encourage him to rest longer. You don't have to come now. Wait until you feel better. That time is now. Egen, you can hardly breathe. That's no excuse. I shall prepare for the next thing. It's the briefest glimpse into his grueling Orthonian schedule. No, relax. We have plenty of time before the picnic. You can stay here for a bit. I am ready. I can't get through to him. His competitiveness is too deeply ingrained, rather. so I sit beside him on the couch. Our next competition takes place here. That's why I told you to stay. Yes, it's time for our next grand duel. He perks up with the sparkles. Yes, and the rules are this. You must relax here for 5 minutes. Whoever relaxes more wins. How will we decide the winner? I haven't thought that far ahead, but of course he'd ask that. By resting heart rate? That will suffice. Then let's relax. I settle into the sofa, and Egen does the same. I check my watch. It's been a while since I sat down, intent on doing nothing. It's harder than I remember, especially as I'm currently focused on picnic prep. I plan to make chicken salad sandwiches and egg salad sandwiches, and then I'll top up some watermelon slices for a light snack. We have ingredients in the cupboards for simple chocolate mousse cups, too. I think that would be fun to make with Egen. Speaking of, I glance beside me. That's cute. And burst into giggles when I see Egen. What on earth are you doing? Relaxing the Earthian way. He's decked out with an eye mask and swathed in a cozy blanket, despite the sweltering sun outside. He's got a mug of tea in one hand and a book he can't possibly be reading without sight in the other hand. If that's what works for you, I won't disturb you. You're peculiar. Do you mean that as a compliment? Yes, I only find utterly ordinary things disturbing. What would an alien classify as ordinary? If I think about it too much, I'll fail at relaxing, so I close my eyes instead. 3 neat beeps eventually go off once 5 minutes have passed. Time's up. Egen sheds the blanket and lifts his eye mask. 2 cucumbers flop onto his thighs. I believe you won this one. Congratulations. The guards who've been following Egen around materialize. Pardon the interruption, but based on the terms of the duel, you are the winner, Blue. What the? How did I win at relaxing? Each of them taps their wrists and a digitized information flashes across the screen. Your resting heart rate was 62 compared to our Supreme Leader's heart rate of 142. One screen has a steady heartbeat while the other is racing so fast you could stuff it in a sports car and speed off. Why is your heartbeat beating so fast? Are you okay? Are there differences between our species? Because that could be something. Or are you just, because it's a date? He's nervous. Egen hides behind one of his palms. I was nervous sitting here next to you. I like you too much. That's... I stifle my laughter, but not very well. He's pouting now. He gives me a half-hearted glare when I really break out into a fit. You're adorable, Egen. Adorable. I can take that as a positive emotion response, correct? Yes, you can. Come with me. I grasp Egan's hand and tug him up from the sofa. Goodness. But no, yeah, really, wouldn't we have different, heartbeat rates that are normal? But I guess he really likes our character. That's cute. I like this kitchen. In the kitchen, Egen stands beside me. We have all our ingredients on the counter. Our next duel is making food for a picnic. We're making egg sandwiches, chicken salad sandwiches, cutting watermelon, and making chocolate mousse for dessert. The goal is to make the food as aesthetically pleasing as possible within the time limit. I want to be out of here in an hour. The timer starts as soon as we settle on who's making what. I glance up at the crowd of aliens on the other side of my counter. As any good sibling would, I lump my sister in with them. They clap for Egen and I as if we're professional chefs streaming recipes. Sounds quite educational. Supreme Leader, we're rooting for you. Woo, go sis! This is a much needed break from editing my haul video. She's already on the haul video. Well, now I know what Lynn was doing. She must have had her headphones on upstairs when I called her. Thanks, but you don't need to cheer. We're doing simple cooking. My bets are on my sister winning this. She's a stellar cook. I know, she's fed me for years. That may be so, but our Supreme Leader has an impeccable palate. I'll bet you Earthians have never had Cosmoroni. That sounds good. Not handsome alien A. I haven't. We should fix that. Lynn sticks her hand out to the aliens. 2 of them hurriedly slap their wristwatches and hunt for what I presume is the recipe. For my sanity, I pretend I no longer know her. Egen, I think it's only fair if we each make one dessert and one sandwich. When you say sandwich, you're talking about that food that uses two pieces of bread with a filling between them, yes? I am. I'll let you go first. Choose what you want to make. Interesting enough, Egen chooses to make... the first one. The chicken sandwiches and the watermelon slicing. For our picnic. Although he's a planet conqueror, I verify he can slice watermelon into neat triangles before I turn away from my own task. I get eggs boiling on the stovetop, set aside the ice bath for them, and portion out everything else for the filling in the meantime. I do the same with the chocolate mousse, then fetch small mason jars to the spoon the finishing mixture into. As I'm pulling the hand mixer from the cupboard, my timer for the eggs goes off. I transfer the eggs to the ice bath, then mix the heavy cream, chocolate, and vanilla extract into mousse. That sounds really good. The aliens clap as I portion the mousse into the mason jars, add a dollop of whipped cream, and shave some of the remaining chocolate on top. Once it's transferred to the fridge, I peel the eggs, press the yolks through a sieve, and mash the entire mixture through to create the filling. I wrap 4 filled sandwiches in cling wrap and place them into the fridge. They need to chill before I can cut them aesthetically enough to win the challenge. Since I have some free time, I snack on a few squares of the leftover chocolate. I'm once again reminded that baking chocolate is too bitter to be eaten like a regular chocolate bar. I really like bitter chocolate, personally. But, I get it. Enough time has passed. I unwrap the sandwiches, slice off the crust, and slice them horizontally so that they maintain their shape in the glass container. I pull out my dessert and display it beside the sandwiches. I'm no professional chef, but it's a beautiful spread, and I finish everything with 15 minutes left to spare. The scent of fresh bread stops me. The kitchen is also several degrees hotter, which makes sense since I hear the oven door shutting beside me. The aliens clap, and there's a familiar plonk of a baking sheet. Amazing work, Supreme Leader. Your sandwiches are of unparalleled beauty. I'm confused about what those are, but the spirit's there. Egen's sandwiches lay on the baking sheet I usually make cookies on. Said sandwiches are actually puffed pastries. He cuts one in two and starts steaming, filling pours out. They're stunning, and I'm impressed by the beautifully golden brown exterior, but a puffed pastry isn't a sandwich. My sister lunges up with her phone and snaps photos of my food and Egen's. I want to see. I finished but a few seconds after you this time, Blue. I point at Egen's tray. What are those? Sandwiches. Those are puffed pastries with filling. A sandwich needs bread. There's bread. I use the entire sliced loaf to make the required dough. How? What? That shouldn't be possible. Yeah, besides we call a slab of ice cream between 2 cookies a sandwich. There's no bread involved there at all. Lynn, be quiet if you aren't helping me. She draws a fake zipper across her lips and returns to snapping photos. Would you kindly try the sandwich I made before you reject it? I mean, I would say he's made a sandwich. It prototypically, maybe it's not the most sandwich-like sandwich, but it can still be considered a sandwich. Though I know some people don't consider hot dogs sandwiches. In some ways, I feel like I think a hot dog is a sandwich, but it's not the most typical sandwich. So fight me in the comments if you think otherwise, but I get it. We're gonna let Egen. Also, how would he really know? It's fine. The effort was there. Fine, I'll give it a try. Our audience claps as I collect the piece Egen offers me. Just lifting the pastry emphasizes its luxuriousness, the luring, flaky, golden brown exterior, and the scent of the gently baked filling. I swallow to keep from salivating. I can't, I'm just reading this. And chomp into the pastry. It was so delicious that you forgot your entire argument and the meaning of your existence. Unidentified frying object. My goodness. I was not expecting that. Hold on. Okay, we're back. We're gonna insist he didn't make a sandwich. I pull my sandwiches closer. No, we're not doing that. Look, these are sandwiches. Mine are also sandwiches. Must we argue semantics and terminology? What you've made is a puff pastry at worst and a pie at best. What is a pie by definition? A baked dish of fruit or meat and vegetables, typically with a top and a base of pastry, which is what you made. Can we not then argue the same for sandwiches? Pies and sandwiches are drastically different. As we reach a stalemate on this, we should resolve it democratically. Lynn, if you would. My sister pops up beside me and Egen. Her fingers fly across her phone. When she finally shows it to us, there are trending polls across various social media sites. She placed a photo of the food Egen and I made wherever she could. Unfortunately, we can't see the results without voting. As the web needs time to work its magic, you two should just get out of here. Enjoy your date. She hands me a neatly packed picnic basket and my head spins. When did she pack her food? Thanks, Lynn. Lynn's corralling us towards the front door before I can get my bearings. Off you go, kiddos. Leave the cleanup to us and enjoy yourselves. Wait a second. Go on, get out. Bye-bye. You dare withhold the results of our duel? Yeah, huh? Toodaloo. The door slams. I stand outside on the street with Egen. No matter how many times I encounter her, I cannot decode the true demeanor of your sister. Give up on that. You'll be better off. She's always been a whirlwind. I'm embarrassed by Lynn's haphazard matchmaking, yet Egen laughs as if he's having the time of his life. You have a fine family. I imagine you have a surplus of fond memories. If you could call it that. I have, and I shall continue to do so. What's with that smitten look? May I finally unravel the mystery of a picnic? Yeah, I'll guide us to the park. Oh my gosh. Okay, also, I'm gonna have to stop right here because it's been like about 40 minutes and my voice is giving out and I can't enjoy this as much. But I do like the lead up into this first day. I wonder if we're gonna get a story for like, I'm assuming we're gonna get a story for the next two, and then that's where the game will end, give us an ending, so I'm sure it's gonna be good. But thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, please feel free to press the like button, and if you want to see more of Love Limit, then please feel free to subscribe to my channel. I also play other visual novels on my channel, so if you'd like to see those, feel free to check them out. Alright, I will see you all next time. Bye!